40 years ago, there was new life on this campus, and it was called the DakotaDome.
When you walk into a place like this for the first time, you truly feel like it's big time.
Just the way the dome feels, and it's just electric at some points when you're out there and everyone's cheering for you, and it feels like nothing can stop you. And that's what this town does for the Coyote football team.
Oh, it's going to be the biggest thing, because now that we're in Division I, we're a little fish in a big pond of everything, and what we're doing here is going to help us immensely. We're not finished yet.
We ain't finished. Go Yotes.
We're not finished.
We're not finished, guys.
We're not finished, baby.
You know, as South Dakotans, we're often considered very humble people, but there's no denying what we have done here in the Dome. It's pretty remarkable. And so I'm really proud about how this whole thing turned out. And from talking to the players, the staff, it's a game changer for them. For some of these who came here under the premise of this is what we were going to do and this is what we were going to build, and now actually watching their faces as they actually got to walk into it for the first time, frankly, was priceless.
This is the community's facility. Like, this is something that not just the football team, but the entire university and the entire community should be proud of. And just getting everyone back, I can't wait for everyone to experience it. Like, yes, it's awesome for us to use on a daily basis, but that first time having the community in here and having other athletes cheering us on it's going to be special. It's the culmination of a lot of hard work and a lot of people donating and being very generous for us.
We can't control what happens on the field, but we have to work our tail off to control all of those other things so that as a fan, you have an unbelievable experience and are looking forward to coming back.
I can't imagine there's many facilities in FCS that have something like this, so it's definitely something to be proud of.
I honestly felt like with the Dome, I was like, wow, like I actually get to play football inside. Even if it snows here, like I still can play football inside. And it really didn't hit me until I actually like walked in and I seen the basketball arena, and then I wound up coming over and seeing the football field. And the first thing I did when I walked on the football field was I just like sat down and I just laid there and was like, I'm gonna like this school a lot.
Now there's been construction and things going on that side for the year and a half, but now that it's complete, now you have entrances on that west side. You have a small parking lot, you have a drive lane, there's a retaining wall where there wasn't one before. So now you start to run by, it's not like you're looking at someone's back door. I mean, the west side does look like a front porch. And you start to walk through those doors, it's brighter. You know, certainly it's newer. You notice the coating on the floor. You notice the red pillars. You notice almost an industrial look with some of the ventilation ductwork and things that are in there. But you start to walk in. I think one of the first things you're going to notice on either side is how massive the concession stands are. You're going to also notice there's probably twice as many bathrooms on that west side that there is on the east side as well. So, you know, that starts to resonate a little bit. When you keep kind of walking out, let's walk through the portal and you kind of walk out into the seating area, and it's a view that most people have never seen before. They've never looked over at the east side stands before. And you just find them looking around a little bit. You're looking up, you're looking down, and even though you're at the same level, walking out on the west side that you would be the east side, you're actually closer to the field. So it is a little bit steeper. The grade on the stairs is a little higher. And those, you might, unless you're paying attention, you might not catch this one right away, but you're not going to hear the lights anymore. That old hum of those lights, the transformers on those halogen lights, there's just a buzz in this place. Well, that's gone.
you walk in this hallway and like you can just tell by the lighting that like this is gonna be legit. And then those doors open and there's just a huge TV like right when you first walk in, and just seeing how aesthetically nice like and how detailed everything is.
You have your personal space, not only in the locker room, but you also have somewhere where if you don't want to go back to the dorms or back to your apartment or your house, you can just sit in here and you can just chill out with other football players who are also in here.
And it really is a place for them to kind of congregate outside of just being in the locker room. It's just another space. There's some TVs on the walls, there's some refrigerator, there's couches, just seats, a place to just lounge.
Every locker has its own ventilation system, so where if your cleats are wet, you can still put them up and they'll be dry by tomorrow.
It kind of just reaffirmed the commitment I think that it shows this university has to being great, and to see the level of trust and resources that are put into us as a program is pretty awesome.
I can't wait for game day and to be able to hear the guys and to hear, the pads slapping and just hear the contact on the sidelines from a space like that, because, you've got the seating, you've got the area for hosting, you've got an area for, for food and for beverage, and Airmark will provide all of that. So if I'm sitting in one of those, I have a suite or a loge, and my parking is going to be that small little parking lot right on the west side. So I'm going to park right there. I can walk through those front doors, and as you're walking down that level for the first time, really, there's a little bit of anticipation. What's this going to look like? What's this going to look like? And now you get down there, and you kind of look around a little bit, and you start to walk a little bit closer, and you're getting down to where the seats are. I think that's when you realize for the first time how close you are to have a premium seat.
It's incredible that people would be so selfless to do that, for something that they're not going to be directly even get to see. Like, people aren't going to really get to see the locker room or the players' lounge, but I think it shows, like I said, just how much people care and how much people want to see USD and see this university be great.
To those who made this happen, I just want to say that I really appreciate you guys for all of this, and thank you for doing this for the South Dakota football.
This wasn't done with state dollars. This was done on the backs of donors believing in the vision of where we're going and how to get there. And that level, and certainly from my perspective, it's given me a great deal of humility with how generous our donors are and how much they love and believe in the University of South Dakota and are willing to invest their own dollars to ensure that we stay at the top.